What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 26 of my Total Warhammer 3 Zhatan the Black Immortal Empires campaign. And also, I just noticed how cool the area around Zharr and Nagrund is looking now. I mean, look at this whole thing. This is looking absolutely fantastic. I mean, with the corruption of the Darklands as well, with Astrogoth doing a fairly good job at this. It looks like the entire area is looking all nice and Bernie and industrialized, I suppose, as well. Very nice. We just got some oil pools, or I don't know, sulfur geysers. We got all these crazy mines. I see a Hashut icon on the top of this mountain. Lots of little details. Very nice. Ooh, another one of those burning skulls. Oh, I guess this was like this was one of these skulls that are in the mountains, like naturally, the ones that are formed by the winds of magic. Yeah, of course, there's a billion of them, and of course when I actually try to look for one, I can't find one. Really? Really, game? You gotta be kidding me. I know there's a ton of these everywhere. Okay, now I'm not gonna stop looking until I find one. This is bothering me. There we go. One of these guys. One of those, but just like left there and carved into the ground. Anyway, starting the episode off good today by getting completely distracted by everything. Anyway, as we saw last time, we returned to basics as we attacked Deathmaster Snitch, or rather intercepted him in his underway stance via Thrunbaj and his little weak army here. That said, it was certainly strong enough to defeat Deathmaster Snitch and thus deprive the enemy of yet another army. His faction is looking very weak now, and we should be able to take care of it relatively shortly. We've also been able to take Fuheng here, and the Burning Wind Nomads are looking pretty weak themselves, with 3 territories to their name, and I somehow doubt that they'll be able to take Fuheng without a full stack, and by the time they get one, hopefully, Zhatan will return here. Anyway, in terms of what we gotta do this turn, let's see. I think one of the tech thieves has not moved. Yes. You are heading out to Grimgor to annoy him as much as you possibly can. Ooh, a little bit concerning that there is an actual stack here, though. Because, well, obviously we can't really defend this place at all. It would be annoying to lose it, but, well, I guess we'll see. We do have a caravan here, moving around at least. Maybe at least that would get intercepted or something. But anyway, let's see what we have to do in terms of admin. First of all, we need to get 30 by the looks of it, Conclave influence, by selling off a little bit of labor. And we're gonna do so right now. So where do we have 200? Warpstone Desert is viable, so let us sell off... yeah, let's sell off 1. And we need 2 more. Yeah, Eastern Steppes, why not? And then 3, I guess we have no choice but the Red Waste, which will, won't have enough, but do it anyway. And then we'll just transfer the 100 we need from, let's say, the land of stone and steel, like so, and accept it. Beautiful. Alrighty, that maxes that out, unless I'm mistaken. Alright, we'll probably need to make a few more examples next turn, but with 119, now the 292s we gain will give us the Conclave seat by the time we get to 2 more turns, which is perfect, and exactly what we want. Now, we do have a little bit of money, and I was thinking, you know, we got these 2 Hobgoblin Archers here, but in fact, perhaps it might be better to get Blunderbusses here instead. I mean, this is a decent amount of stuff, but I feel like the blunderbusses would be of more use to us in this army than the hobgoblins would. And we would need to increase their capacities, however, which is a slight problem, but, well, it is what it is. We were always going to have to increase capacities, and and I just realized we would also have to... global recruit them, though they're not crazy expensive globally. 920, still more than we'd like, mind you, but with the reductions, it's really not so bad. Wow, look at the global recruitment on machinery now. So the great thing about this is we can basically make magma cannons for any army at any time via global recruitment without having to pay a massive premium for it. For example, Thrunbaj, his army is weak, but a couple more magma cannons in here to replace a couple of those goblin laborers will certainly make it all the stronger. Yeah, Certainly I use for these armaments. Alright, well, and we'll start off not by going to Convoy, but by going to the Hellforge here, and let's see. Where are we? Blunderbuss is 337 for one. Damn, it's expensive. But it is what it is. 1, 2. And we're nearly at the reload time reduction thing as well, which is quite nice. We're not going to get it yet, but probably eventually. Then you may as well start recruiting them while we're here, rather than these two Hobgoblin Archers. Like so, and like... Oh, right. I was looking through the wrong screen, my bad. Where are we? Oh. We can build a Hell Cannon as well if we wanted to. Or we could build it out of here. I was just thinking, I wanted to get a regular Hell Cannon in Scav's army. How many turns would it take to globally recruit the Hell Cannon? 2 or 4? Let's see, because it might be faster to just have Scav build it. And it'll only take 2 turns to recruit a regular Hell Cannon. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it as it is, and we'll have Scav directly recruit it. Instead, we will... Oh, damn, I keep looking through the wrong place. Blunderbusses. Thank you. There we go. At least these will only take the 1 turn, and this army will be ready to move next turn as well. We probably do want to get some Dwarf Warriors in here, but we'll do that later. I don't want the army to cost too much, especially as it's already going to be 4k, even with the Hobgoblins. And for example, comparatively, Zhatan is at 4.2k. There's no way the new army should be more expensive than Zhatan's at the current time. Alrighty, next up we got a fair few raw materials to use, so let's begin by going through the buildings that we still have left this time. Alright, we do want to keep getting more money out of the gold refinery, so let's get you up and running. Next up, Stone Sky Foothills, you can continue accepting labor and you are good otherwise, at least for now. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade a bunch of other stuff here, but not critical at the time. Kunlan. I would like to upgrade that, but I think there are more critical upgrades to be made right now, or at least I think so. We can always come back to it afterwards. You have your Ultra Fire. Alright, you're fine as you are for now. Bloodwind Keep... Ah, yes, Pomei, there we go. Tithe Chamber. More money, please. Next up, what do we have here? Hai Chai, you're in the same situation. We're going to hold off on the armament wasting right now, but we'll build it shortly. Zhanxi, yes to the Treasure Trove. Next up, Celestial Riverlands, yes to the Tribute Collectors, obviously. Shangwu, you can go for, well, not the Wolf Tamer, at least not at the current time. Let's go for the Money Pit, and we'll keep the Hobgoblin Bivouacs here for another turn or so. Otherwise, Shilong, you can get the Public Order Building, which we once again do need everywhere, and we will go for your battlements upgraded to Tier 3. Red Wastes, you don't need anything and won't for a while. Shanwu, you're going to get replaced. Shangyang, you are Tribute, and Public Order as well, if we can afford it, which indeed we can. Beautiful. Alrighty, and I believe that's everything that needs to be done in terms of labor and expenditure. How are our convoys looking? 1 turn until return. Okay, so we will need the armaments next turn to be sold off. Lovely. Alright, skip, and presuming that nobody still wants to trade with us, I gotta double check. Ooh. We got some factions that want to trade with us, including Shadow Legion. You know what? 8 settlements, what the heck? Be'lakor. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to do that well. So the problem with this is that I'm willing to bet that all the Dark Elf factions won't like him. On the other hand, though, Be'lakor does have a tendency to be fighting... Oh, wow. He has lost one of the territories at Albion. But nonetheless, let's do the trade with him. It's 1,000 gold per turn. It's pretty significant.
Very well.
There we go.
The Gore Queen.
Now, there are other potential trading partners, but Valkia looks to be dead. Wulfric looks to be dead. Subtle Torture is a minor faction and irrelevant. Nobody likes Sigvald. And Crag is a vassal of Sigvald. Yeah. And Sigvald's obviously fighting Harkonneth, so yeah, I'd rather ally with the Dark Elves because their units are more useful, frankly, than the Warriors of Chaos. Not the Demons of Chaos of various factions, but the Warriors of Chaos are very much meh in terms of what we can get out of them. Anyway, I believe now we're ready to go, making 8.4k. Oh, thank you, Pellicor. I don't think anybody's ever said that before, but somebody's thanking him. Alright, and ooh, what is this? Sea Corpse. I was hoping for a mysterious island. I think there was a mysterious island here, actually. Yeah, there's one right there. I gotta remember that. I gotta pick it up with somebody who's nearby. Anyway, now we can end the turn. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Drajuath, what do you want? You've ended our non-aggression pact. Well, that's just rude. That's tremendously rude. I wonder if we can join his war against Clan Rictusen thereby and become a little bit more friendly. Maybe we should do the same with the other factions. I'm not actually sure that these guys can declare war on us, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, we do have the option of declaring war on them, so it's definitely possible that they can declare war on us, but would they really bother, especially considering how far away we are? And I guess even if they did, I don't think that would stop the Confederation, would it? Anyway, what do we have here? Pile of High Elves. Oh, wow, no, we're not fighting that. We're gonna ignore this. It's only 100 cargo. Unfortunate wretches of many races toil amid the poisoned air and burning ash of the dark lands, yet while out on assignment, even our convoy knows not to pass up the opportunity to attain more of the right tools for the job. Having encountered a high elf host from whom much profit could be reaped, both in long-limbed laborers and loot reaped from beardless corpses. Beardless corpses. No, yeah. Phoenix Guard, Swordsmasters, and we don't have the ranged units to really make a dent in this without taking too much damage ourselves, I think. There's a Sun Dragon in there. It's not worth it. I'll let the convoy keep leveling. It's only 100 cargo. Dripping Fangs destroyed, Alamian Sisterhood destroyed, partly because we didn't fight with them at some point. You cannot reach Wily. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. That's tremendously disappointing. Well, what can you do? Next up, envoys to the Conclave. Get a little bit of that diplo with the Chaos Dwarfs, hopefully before they fight us, and try to please succeed and steal some tech. Come on. Come on. Don't screw me on this. Faction is destroyed. Did you succeed or not? Damn it. Yes, you did. Okay. Oh, man. Alright, and you're gonna get Specialist. Good job, buddy. Good job. And hey, that actually put our research down by 1 turn. Okay, so we need to be above 150 at all times. That's pretty critical. Okay, at least we know the number that we need to be at now. Alright, well, regardless, Zhatan, you're going to move into Wily Village. Like so. You're gonna raid it for a turn, then you're gonna attack it next turn. Unfortunately, we have to waste a turn doing this, but it is what it is. At least we got free labor and money out of it. Next up, can the other tech thieves... Oh, where the heck are you going? Ugh. Can you be reached? Nope, we're gonna have to give chase. There's a decent likelihood that he's going to Taitsu, although, with the garbage little stack here, they may not be actually able to take it. And they will suffer attrition while they go. Alright, well, you're gonna chase after him then. From this direction, Yobaz, you are not going for Chiang, you're going for the Bridge of Heaven, so just march stance out here, like so, and guarantee that you can reach it next turn. Yeah, away. Next up, you. Scaff, can you reach Chiang? You cannot, meaning you can go into raiding stance right here, I guess. Raid it and then hit it next turn, which means the last 2 enemy settlements will be destroyed next turn as well. And more free labor. Lovely. Okie dokie, next up. Do you need to switch locations perhaps to Fuhang? Maybe, but maybe only after Zhatan starts moving up north. I'm still concerned about what the lizards might do, so just stay there. Besides, we're gonna delete you anyway. You serve no purpose, nor no real purpose. Ooh, you know who does serve a purpose, though? Internal Recruiter Zork. You. March stance. Our new army is ready. transfer to Tordric Drackiller. I will probably change his name to one of the suggested lord or hero names once he has earned the right to a proper name eventually, just like Scav Stonebeard did. I don't even remember what his original name was, but Stonebeard's better. You... Is it time to attack Grimgor, perhaps? We could raid here a little bit and then move up here. The other option is to send you down to the Blue Roses, but I think we do have enough armies down here. Although, the fire units would be quite effective against the undead. And I kind of do want to see Kadai Destroyer versus millions upon millions of zombies. Though I suppose, on the other hand, that wouldn't be different from millions upon millions of goblins and orc boys and whatnot. Yeah, you know what? I think we're fine. Go into March Stance to the edge of... Oh, this is attrition-y. Oh, wow, you really can't go far with it. Oh, because you don't have enough movement space. I know that we can jump from here to here, but I fear we won't be able to jump from there. Maybe we just travel along the road like this, then? Will that change anything? It probably won't. You know what? I guess we're gonna have to take 2 turns to get where we need to go. Oh well, it's fine. Go here, and then here, and then here. It'll still bypass some territories as needed. Whereas internal recruiter Zork, you're headed to Po-May. What we need to do at Po-May is get the Infernal Ironsworn building up and running so that we can have Fire Glaives and regular Ironsworn, as it is time to buff Zhatan's army. Alright, and ooh, Todd Chamber. No, not until we get to the Masterful Architects back up and running. And ooh, we can max out the Tower of Hashut here. Oh, I like that. I like that very much, because we will finally have access to you, which means upkeep production for all dwarf gun units. Yes, please. Okay, well, we gotta rush towards that. Next turn we'll do this then, and maybe even rush it with labor. Not that it'll make a huge dent in our coffers right now, but it will eventually. Bruzus, you are headed down to join this army, at least temporarily, until we get you your proper army. Actually, we should also take a look at these guys. All right, they're still mad. The sorcerers were out of space for. What about the Castellan? You are materialistic, which is fine, but not for the purpose that we want you for, which is Infernal Guard buffing, so no dice. Alrighty, looking like another fairly admin turn. Let's double check diplomacy once again. Oh wow, look at the relationship with you and you. What the heck? Past treaties with Goldtooth you don't like. We'll redeclare war on Goldtooth soon, don't you worry. And you don't like the past treaties with Molder, which is unfortunate, considering they're dead. I was hoping to get access to Scryer tech that way, but apparently not the case.
Take what's theirs.
Maybe we want to trade... Oh, wait, no, they're the... I was thinking of the Cool, not the Aghole. Never mind. Never mind, you're useless to us. You know what isn't, though? We have another convoy available. Which means we got another one up and running. So, you are all returning to capital, and only Kadai Domination Man is ready. We do have another War Machinist. Man, should we just get another one? I hesitate to bother sending a level 3 Lord out when we have a level 9 that we can get immediately. Yeah, let's get another War Machinist. Alright. And I still don't know if there's a limit on these guys or not, but, well, I guess we'll find out at some point. Next up, you are gonna go Cargo. It's better scales, hidden stores, wayfinders, again in better scales, again in cargo, and then I believe again in hidden stores to double the casualty reduction, and max out better scales, I guess. Similarly to everybody else, all blue line first, and then you're on the way, mister. Where are you? War Machinist. Where do we send you? So, probably don't want to go this way, though we can send materials for only 1,000 labor. Not as much as I thought. Materials from... Oh, we can't send you here. Could go Bay of Blades, or we could go Grung Zint, which is a fairly decent amount of labor. Yeah, I think this is the way. Better the labor than nothing, after all. Dispatch. Alrighty. Honestly, at this point, I feel like we're better off taking money for materials, but I believe we used most, or armaments rather. But Well, we'll get it later. Also, yes, Conclave Influence will be at 300 next turn. Beautiful. Next up, well, it looks like we've got more Tech Thieves to move and some admin to do as well. You can reach Gorger Rock next turn. There's Kolek raiding. And you are going towards, let's say, Amble Peak here. And these guys should actually like the fact that we are stealing tech from Goldtooth, and we will be raiding them soon as well, so they should all enjoy that, at least to some degree. Next up, buildings, once again. Oh, I know, it's a little bit admin heavy for now, but it'll change, I'm sure of it. Gold Refinery, we'll start with you. Stone Sky, rather, Foothills. Volery is being upgraded right now, it's fine. Mingzhu, we want those treasure troves up and running. Otherwise, I think we're okay. We could do more public order buildings here as well. I mean, there's nothing really else to build anyway. If only they didn't cost gold. We also do want to upgrade the underground caverns, but I think we'll wait until we get a little bit more cash and just get the cheaper upgrades for now. Kunlen is actually looking okay now. The public order is actually rising, and the Skaven corruption is finally falling. We could get the monster pens, but kind of an investment. For now, we'll ignore it. What else do we have here? Nothing critical. Though, Pomei may be a decent upgrade as well. We do have a factory here after all, and reduction from Incinerator would be quite nice as well. I'll think about it. Honestly, by the time I think about it, we'll probably have sufficient materials to upgrade it anyway, so it'll make no difference. Jianxi, nothing here. You know what, let's upgrade you too. And we can no longer afford upgrading that. We need to save a little bit of cash for transfers. Alright, what's up next? Shenwu, you're still gonna get replaced, and I know I say that every turn, but it'll happen eventually. Nangao, yes. Tithe Chamber, please. Everything in Nangao is a lot cheaper because of the kilns, though. So perhaps it's a decent investment right now, just because of the relative cheapness. Yeah, we can get the Hobgoblin Bivouacs. We still do have use for it here. Don't really need the Bale Taurus upgrade right now, though. Yeah, just leave it alone. Warpstone Desert. Oh, yes. Definitely Tower Roads for that public order. That sweet, sweet public order. I'm just sick of not having enough of it. Bamboo Crossing. Got annoyed by an enemy. Alright, let's repair you. And I believe that's it. Do we have enough raw materials to upgrade one of these places to Tier 3? I think I kind of prioritized all their upgrades to Tier 3, so we don't have them below that tier right now, but I guess Nangao is the way to go. Nearly perfect. Alright, now, although I guess we could have reduced that further with this, but you know what, with the 30% or 25% reduction, it's already pretty good. Although then again, saving one turn probably won't make much of a difference. We could just do it next turn. I guess the same thing is true for all of this. Yeah, fine. Let's all upgrade it next turn once this is switched out. Alright. That gives us back a lot of raw materials, though, so we can upgrade something else. Volery is being upgraded. Not Wei Jin, perhaps, though. Let's see this place. Oh, this place is already good. Okay, fine, damn. Alright, Bloodwind Keep. Let's go you. Why? Because you're the first one I saw. Alrighty, now we're good. Everything else is fine. Let's make sure that our labor efficiency is in a good place as well, and our public order isn't too screwy anywhere. Celestial Lake, you don't have enough labor to sell for public order, unfortunately, so we'll leave you alone. But we will transfer out of the lands of stone and steel to you. Forest of the Moon, like so, and there we are. Beautiful. There's a few new places that we will also soon start collecting, well, not collecting income, but start accepting new labor. But we'll do that in a bit. I really want to just stabilize the entirety of Cathay first, and then we'll deal with it. Now, skip, and turn, and proceed to next. Hopefully the other Chaos Dwarfs don't take the opportunity to attack us. Alright. Nope, they're not going to attack us. They might cancel some agreements or something, but at least they're not attacking us. Alright, where did that Skaven army go? We're going to be chasing it for a while, I feel. The AI is quite irritating in that capacity. But hey, we're used to it at this point. Alright, not sure where you're going. Charon of the Gore Hunt. You hunt a trade agreement. No, I'd love to. I'd love to get the trade agreement, but we're going to betray you later. I should probably not say that out loud so that you don't know about it. You, Zhatan, take Wiley, please. And this place is going to be an outpost, I think. Although, I do have to wonder... Cannot scout, eh? I'll resolve this. Yes. And occupy it as outpost. I'm just wondering if occupying this as a factory would have done something with the salt works. Maybe, maybe not. But either way, the salt works will increase our trade capabilities, so we're going to build it anyway. Oh! The Redhorn tribe have returned. Alright, we're gonna have to go after them and kill them. He's gonna just incredibly irritating. And then we'll go to the jungles of Qian as well. If we can't find another battle, we'll do another artifact battle. I think that's the best way. And, ooh, where the heck are you going? I wonder. Well, there's no way that he attacks Shilong. And where did this army come from? Oh, you have more armies? You gotta be kidding me. Well, eventually we're bound to catch this guy, so go into Baleful Hills. Hopefully they have to jump near us. I should have probably just gone near this little army, but oh well. You are gonna hit the Bridge of Heaven. And is this army outside? Oh, I wonder. Wonder if we can draw them out into a field battle. Not sure, but we'll give it a try. And yes, we can, and there's nothing there. Auto-resolve them all to death. And we will take the labor, please. And then we will take the Bridge of Heaven as well. Which will be a port and thus a factory. Occupy as factory. And there we go. New convoy contracts, Brayherds come, and our masterful architects, please. Oh, wow, we kept the port. Isn't that beautiful? And we also have the... Chaos Dwarf Infantry recruitment cost reduction. Maybe we'll build a Chaos Dwarf Infantry thing in Shilong. This is... Oh no, it's armies in region. Oh, that's a waste then. Screw that. Yeah, we'll just build a refinery here. This doesn't count as a refinery, does it? No, it's just a wild game. That's it. Alright, fine. You can get rid of the bivouacs now. We no longer need them here. Scaff Stonebeard, you're gonna head down to Chiang and take that out. And well. If it isn't the Blue Roses. Chiang is going to be occupied as, I believe, an outpost. Ooh, Forbidden Rod, yes, very nice pickup. More magic. And you will be able to reach us, but that's a lot of zombies that I don't think are going to win against this. I did want to get the Soul of Damnation in here, though. Could get rid of another one of the Hobgoblin archers in favor of this. I mean, where else would we be putting this? You know what, we'll see how much money we have remaining at the end of the turn, and then if we have plenty, that's when we'll do it. Also, let's double check our Diplo again.
Northmen come.
Alright, we got more trade capabilities, but once again, not really with anybody we want. How does Astrogoth feel about Wintertooth? Kinda meh. Wintertooth does have does have units that we might want to borrow. Oh, well, if it isn't Scryer. I do like Scryer. Wait, how much money? Probably not a lot, but... What if we were to join your war against the Golden Order? -3. What about Clan Angrand? -4. It's inevitable that we fight Clan Angrand, so... Yeah. Tolzin... Not enough. What about Carrick-Herne? What about Carrick-Herne and Clan Angrand? Yeah, there we go. We could do that. I like that. We'll do that. Seems like a lot, but hopefully this will increase our relationship enough to... Wait. 5? Really? They want 6k for 1.2. That's pretty ridiculous. Do we declare war against somebody else, or do we just wait on it? Anybody else that we don't care about? I mean, we could do the Golden Order. What's the likelihood that they actually come towards us across all of this? Since the endgame scenario is dwarfs anyway, it's inevitable that we fight these guys, but it's not necessarily inevitable that we fight the Golden Order, especially if they're too far away from us. You know, let's just do this for now, and we'll see. We'll see how our relationship increases with the with Clan Scryer. Though being at war with these factions will mean we will have to be more careful. Oh yeah, that's another reason not to declare war against the Golden Order. We'll have to be more careful in trying to not get our caravans or our convoys killed out there. Alright, propose offer. There we go. Just trying to build a relationship with Scryer. We want that good Skaven stuff. Alrighty, the rest of this we will ignore for now. Nobody wants to be friends with us, even if some of them do want to trade. Okie dokie. Province secured, Celestial Riverlands great, and Wastelands of Jinshen also great. What isn't great is no access to a decent battle by the looks of it. And if there's no access to a decent battle, assuming that you... Oh, right, no, you have to go, like, right here, and then jump here next turn. You better not screw me on this, by the way. Alright, fine. Aw, man, if I had gone down here, we could have gotten this caravan. I should have marched stands down here instead. Oh well. Alright, let's do one of the relic battles. Zhatan, you leave this place. Like so, and let's take a look at the other relics then. Objectives. We have the Healing Salve of VALAYA, giving us physical resistance, which is nice, and melee defense +5, though whether that works remains to be seen. I really do love the enables replenishment in foreign territory, though. That's fantastic. And we'll probably want to actually swap this item around to various factions. And it's got a nice little damaging effect as well. The other one is what? Golden Bands of Grimnir. This one I think we care about less, even though it does give campaign movement range. Probably gonna have to go with Healing Salve. Alright, what are we facing off against? Oh, piles upon piles of ogres. Wow, really? Huh. Bounce power is really in our favor, but they have 4 lead belchers and 2 iron blasters, as well as a couple Mournfangs. This force is not to be underestimated. I think this is lying a little bit. Well, that's fine. Let's give this a read, and then let's get to it. The ancestor god Valaya's powers may have prevented dwarf-kind's annihilation at the hands of chaos, but it cannot prevent her secrets from being exploited for our ends. A long-lost vial of potent salve is said to be brewed by Valaya's own hand, sits unassumingly in the loot pile of a nearby ogre troop. Teleport. And here we are, close victory, casualties low, though whether that is actually the case we shall see. Oh, I've been curious to see how effective the Dreadquakes are against the against enemy ogres. Well, let's find out. Alrighty, round 2, and it's ogres, my lord, holding the salve of VALAYA, the relic of VALAYA. They're also loving this map. That's a pretty crazy-looking cave thing here, almost like a mini maw as well, which is hardly surprising. But yeah, very, very nice map. I really like this one. I wonder if it's a unique map. I think it is. I don't recall seeing this one before, and it's a fairly narrow map as well, which is generally reserved for non-field maps. But anyway, we're going to start the battle off, and we're going to annoy plenty of ogres with our artillery fire, though the enemy will be firing back with its iron blasters. I kind of want to get iron blasters in our own army as well. You gotta love the capability of these guys repositioning themselves with their 66 movement speed. Very, very nice. In fact, compared to the trains, they've got 60 movement speed and 60 movement speed on the Iron Demon as well. So just very slightly faster than the trains. And I do feel like they would fit in with our roster, so hopefully if one of the other ogre factions survives, we can go for that. There we go, another Dreadquake strike, though I don't imagine these are going to be too effective against ogres. The magma cannons are still faring, I think, fairly okay. Well, actually, that was a direct hit and it did like no damage to any of them, so not the best. Anyway, Zhatan has dropped down. He's going to go for Iron Blaster number 1, and as soon as it breaks and runs, that's when he'll use his his sadistic snare to keep it from running. Meanwhile, we're distracting other units of lead belchers with Pythic, with our demon smith, while the other lead belchers are having our spells dropped upon them in order to diminish their numbers. Otherwise, it looks like the main enemy army is nearly here, just out of curiosity. 3.5k damage on the Dreadquake mortars so far, and the magma cannons have 4.3. Yeah, all of our artillery not very effective against the ogres. This is where you want your blunderbusses and your fire glaives, if we had them, to do the work. Though I imagine that the iron demons should be fairly good as well with their shotgun blasts, just like the blunderbusses are. We've faced ogres before, of course. Greasus' force, I mean. And we've seen the blunderbusses do plenty of damage to them. Now, it looks like the enemy is still firing away with at least one of those iron blasters, but hopefully we'll be able to move to it shortly. Once again, fortunately, the relative shortness short of the of the dwarfs is going to make it a lot easier for us to fire over the heads of our units and into those ogres. Got those hobgoblin sneaky gits moving in and chucking their daggers, as well as our shotguns and flying axes from our centaur renders. In the meantime, the enemy has reinforcements moving in, and it is the Snowhorn of Morn, the Regiment of Renown Stonehorn. That is always a fantastic sight to see. What a glorious model. And yeah, you know what? Just seeing the mountain cave, whatever the hell that, cave, whatever, that this thing came out of, I probably could have predicted that this would have been the unit that we'd see here, or at least I should have. It fits right in on this map. But anyway, it looks like the second enemy unit of iron, well, the second enemy iron blaster is in bad shape now and will soon be out. The other one has been completely destroyed, and it looks like Pythic has by and large dealt with all of the enemy lead belchers, which were the most threatening units that the enemy had. Otherwise, we are continuing to fire in the enemy's way here. There we go. Nice shot from the Dreadquake now into enemy Nobblers and Saber Tusks. That one, I think, will do some damage. Also, even while the enemy moves away, we will continue by dropping some more spells on them. Here comes a Dreadquake Mortar Barrage, because honestly I couldn't find a better use for it in this particular battle. Anyway, the Snowhorn has arrived and is attacking our Ashen Axes, but being an absolutely massive model means everybody can target it. Tanks and tanks and snipers and everybody. Though I'm sure there will be a little bit of splash damage here, they should be able to bring the thing down. And it's in pretty bad shape, and 300 HP remaining, and down it goes to 1,000 blunderbuss shots to the back. Very nice. That still is not the end of the battle, however, as Saber Tusks are moving in together with their Gorgers and whatever remains of the enemy army, but it's starting to look fairly decent. Yeah, they've done a lot more damage to us than, for example, the dwarfs, and I mean a lot more damage. First of all, they did manage to get to our battle lines, and second of all, our biggest advantage, our artillery, was not particularly effective against them, so hardly surprising there. We haven't yet committed our Hashut's Dark Ravagers, though, but they were doing so well by chucking their axes, I felt like maybe they could just continue to chuck them. Anyway, here come more units moving in, and we're going to get our more hurt unit of dwarfs out, just so that they don't suffer too much in the way of damage, while everybody else continues blocking the enemy. And I do believe the battle should be just about over, though of course we do have to actually fully destroy the Gorgers because they're unbreakable. It should only be a matter of time, and there we go. The Centaurs are now moving in, and they've got a lot of damage with those dual axes. Between the two, I'd probably put the fight in favor of the Centaurs, though I would actually really love to see this matchup. It'd be a decent one. Well, the anti-large ones would probably defeat the Gorgers, and well, stats-wise, the Hashut's Dark Ravagers are much superior. I gotta do this at some point. As in against the regular unit, not a Regiment of Renown. And there we go. Ask them some poignant questions, please. And here comes an Iron Demon just to help expel some steam on him and help out a little bit. A few Infinite Daggers coming in. Ooh, this one drops with a dozen daggers in its back, or half dozen. And I believe that was pretty much the last of the Gorgers. There we go. Funnily enough, it might have actually been a good idea to keep them alive while we chased off the rest of the units, but because it's ogres, and ogres move so damn fast, it's fairly unlikely that we would have been able to chase them down very well anyway. Much better to actually just kill them off when they reach your battle lines than even bother to try to chase them, even with your own cavalry. I mean, we've obviously experienced that when fighting Greasus's force as well. I know there's some camps up there. I take it that this, yeah, I see some more stuff, like structures up here. There's probably an ogre camp somewhere up here, and this is just the pathway to it. Lovely battle, a lovely map. I'm enjoying the whole thing immensely. Alrighty, you know what? A pretty darn fun battle. I wasn't expecting it to be that decent. Those reinforcements were very, very nice, and I feel like this battle, despite the balance of power, the auto-resolve, whatever, saying that it was lesser than the previous battle that we fought, the one against the Regu Dwarfs, I think this one was tougher. Even though that one, the other one was in the enemy's favor, and this one was very much in our favor, but we had a lot more frightening enemies that are specifically frightening towards our troops, as the regular Dawi mostly are too slow to take advantage of their heavily armored troops and just get ripped apart by artillery. Anyway, I'm going to take the captives as we like to do, and the healing salve of VALAYA is ours. As to where we actually make good use of this, I'm not entirely sure. I'm inclined to, for now, maybe put it in the goblin army. Maybe. The physical resistance would power them up even further, and the gobos need kind of all the help that they can get. Let's see if this works. 10% physical resistance on you, and the healing salve, I believe, is one of these items, so let's say we put it on you, Yobaz. Alright, now you have the healing salve, and do these guys have 20% physical resistance? Nope, huh. Maybe it'll activate next turn. In fact, we still have the ever-burning banner, but no, it doesn't activate. These guys were 57 before, now they're at 59, but that's obviously not from the +5 melee attack all units in army that this thing is saying. So it looks like the physical resistance and the melee defense thing doesn't work at all. Well, let's check back next turn. Maybe it'll activate afterwards. It would be disappointing if it hadn't, but I think we'll have to do that next time around because we are once again out of time. And if not out of time, we have mostly admin left, and I think we've done enough admin in this episode. One thing I am going to do, however, is get this. Infernatus, upkeep reduction -1% for each military seat claimed in the Tower of Zharr, so we'll do that. And there we go. Now we're making nearly 12,000 gold per turn, which will fund additional armies, and we are 1 seat away from unlocking the final tier of the tower. Though... Doom of Hashut. Army ability bombardment, but yeah, we should probably get this just so that we unlock this. And can move towards Confederation. Probably the better thing to do. We should also probably steal this back at some point. 150 is starting to soon become fairly trivial. We could also grab these ones rather than going directly for 600. I'm not entirely sure. I do like the capacity increases for the Kadai and the Centaur, since we will start building these relatively soon. Though on the other hand, faster Confederation means less likelihood of these guys actually stealing our good seats. But anyway, that'll be a problem for another time. You guys also let me know your thoughts about that versus the rushing of the Confederation. Otherwise, next time we will hopefully destroy the Redhorn tribe and maybe the Spirits of Shanlin as well if we head towards them. Otherwise, we're going towards the Lizardmen to try to burninate them out of the rest of Cathay. And then as soon as Zhatan's he will move back towards the Burning Wind Nomads, destroy them. Maybe we'll get a fight shortly with the Caravan of Blue Roses with Scav here, who's waiting. And then also we do have the Ogres and the Grimgore faction, the Ard boys, to take care of, which Tordrek should hopefully be fairly adept at with all of his Fireborn and stuff. Should be a fun time. Hopefully the debut of that army is soon, and ooh, there's Grimgore right there. We may in fact want to move Tordrek right through here, march stance up here, and then take Grimgor out so he can preemptively be destroyed rather than allowing him to attack us. But anyway, we'll see about that next time, so stay tuned for more Zhatan. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.